24 minutes in the books out there at Oracle Arena in Oakland, and Steph Curry, he makes it look
Steffortless.
23 points in the first half, and Golden State looking for their 12th straight win, leading the Sixers 60-53. It is the American Express halftime report here from Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Charles Kenny, and Shaq. There are certain games, Chuck, when you watch, you can just feel the energy, and that place is rocking tonight for a game between a team that's number 1 in the West and a team number 3 in the East. And what'd you make of what you saw and heard of this one?
Well, when the Warriors are connected, got energy, nobody can beat them.
Even without Klay Thompson and
Even without, yeah, I mean, they still got 2 other nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Most countries don't have but one. And when they're fully engaged, nobody gonna beat them. Let's be realistic. And any team that they think is competitive, they turn it on. Like when they played the Nuggets a month ago, they're like, okay, y'all think y'all can beat us. We just come in and smack you in the face. So if they play in Toronto, Sixers, Boston, Milwaukee, their antennas are gonna be up.
Curry with 23 points in the first half, shooting 8 out of 11 from the floor. And you said, we had a shot of him walking into the arena, and you said it looks like he's ready to do what? Who was it?
No, Charles said that.
Yeah,
Charles said that.
About Curry.
When you're about to kill. But you know, the one thing that typically when you're a Western Conference team, and there's very few Eastern Conference teams that you feel is a rival. You know, obviously all 3 of us have been on great teams that were trying to win championships or won, and you go, man, they're coming in. Very few times it's an Eastern team that you get this up for. But this is also the message to the league of how, not just the league, but also DeMarcus Cousins and Joel Embiid. Because this is a separation game to say, I am just as good as you now, even coming off this Achilles, Shaq. I think he's sending his personal message, trying to send it to Joel Embiid.
And we'll get to your breakdown on Cousins in a second. The American Express teammates mentioned that Klay Thompson, who was named to the All-Star team today, suffering with an illness tonight, so he's out. But Steph Curry, 23. Durant has 12 on 6 of 9 shooting. DeMarcus Cousins, 4 points in the first half, and 5 assists and a couple of rebounds. And I know this is what you were looking forward to watching Cousins and Embiid go at it.
Yeah, usually when you got 2 similar type big men going at it, you know, one tries to come, well, they both try to come out and dominate each other. But DeMarcus Cousins, he doesn't have to do that anymore. He's playing with, like Charles just said, 4 nuclear weapons. Make the easy play. Great pass right there. We always knew he was a great passing big man. Right here, this is what he does very well for a big guy. He's taking the charge.
He's a charge taker, then a blocker.
He knows that Joel Embiid gonna put his head down, and right here, make a great play and make a great pass. The old DeMarcus Cousins would have probably tried to score 15, 20 points the first half, but he don't have to do that now. He got great players around him, real easy game, so his numbers are not gonna be that big. But he still can do this every now and then, go right by you and score, but he doesn't have to do it as much. So, you know, even though he has 4 points, not very impressive, but like Chuck said, when you got all those people around you, you ain't got to do nothing.
Man, the game is so easy when you play with great players. And I guarantee you.
But he had a very impactful 4 points. Like, this 4 points in his passer was impactful.
Well, you have 5 assists. That's
right.
That's good. But what's interesting, I bet you if you ask DeMarcus Cousins, he's never had that much space to play in.
No, and I'm nowhere near the player that DeMarcus Cousins was. But I remember averaging like 17 points with Sacramento. Then I got traded to, and I used to go home after the game, my knees would ache, my ankles ache, I was tired, and I got traded to Houston.
17 points?
17, at that point guard position. I'm still getting 10 assists, though. So at the point guard position, different. Then you get to Houston, and it was the easiest. I had to manage my energy because I had so much energy after games because playing with Akeem, you just get the easiest shots that you've ever had in your life. And that's what DeMarcus is going through.
Joel Embiid, 9 points, 10 rebounds in the first half. Ben Simmons named an All-Star for the first time today, and Simmons had 15 points in the first half, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, hit 5 out of 6 from the floor. Look into your crystal ball and tell me, how good can Ben Simmons be in this league as he's a first-time All-Star now?
Well, listen, if Ben Simmons learns to shoot the ball, he's going to be one of the best to ever do it. Like right now, he can be an All-Star, but you know, because there's levels. There's, first of all, everybody in the NBA can play. Everybody can play. The 12th guy on the bench was a hell of a college player. So then there's an All-Stars, then there's superstars. until he learns to shoot the ball, I don't think he can be a superstar.
It's different. It's funny, Shaq, because we were just talking about Giannis.
And I knew you were going to bring that
It is
up.
different. It's a different thing because
different.
he can't dominate the paint like Giannis does.
And he's only 6'6". Giannis is 7'1".
And so,
But that's the difference.
Right. So he
Right.
has to learn. But
shoot.
Giannis doesn't have to learn it until later in his career,
Right.
when his athleticism. He could take his time to learn that. With Ben Simmons, to be a superstar, will have to do that tomorrow.
And the thing is, he don't have to be Klay Thompson, Steve Kerr, Ray Allen. Because Magic Johnson was not a good shooter. He made himself a good shooter. Not a great shooter, a good shooter. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I don't think when Michael Jordan came into the league, we'd say he was a great shooter. And so, like, Ben can be a really good player, but if he learned to shoot the ball early, because right now teams don't even respect him.
Right.
At all. They just back off.
They just back off him.
60-53. Golden State has got the lead, looking for their 12th straight win. We're back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. LeBron is back. Highlights next.
Welcome to the
American Express halftime report continues here in Atlanta. Look who's back.
The
LeBron
king.
James. The Lakers 6-11 as he missed a season or a career high 17 straight games. And he's got the lay there. He had 2 points in the first quarter, 1 of 3 with 3 turnovers.
No minute restriction, Ernie?
No minute restriction. Kyle Kuzma back after missing a couple of games.
Oh, give me that.
Give me that.
He's got the swipe there, and then he's got the assist to Lance Stevenson for 3.
Make it dance.
But you see the easiness with he and Rondo, how easy these guys are getting
Oh,
shots.
bully ball.
You know,
Get up, little man.
they don't have to work at it.
Get up, little man.
LeBron 5 points, 5 rebounds,
Bully
4
ball. You
assists
like that
on
move,
2
Chuck?
of 7 shooting
I like
in the
that
first
move.
half.
Man. That's how I used to do you.
Game in Charlotte, leading the Bucks into Toronto tonight and trying to beat Toronto 3 out of 4 in the regular season. He's got 13 in the first half, and the Bucks have a 56-47 lead over the Raps. Here we are in Studio J for the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley, our American Express teammates. The Freak and his teammate who joins him as an all-star, Chris Middleton, who's got 7, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. First time since 2000-2001 that the Bucks have had multiple all-stars. Back then they had Ray Allen and
Ben Baker.
the big dog, Glenn Robinson.
Robinson. Oh, my
As
bad.
their
My bad.
all-stars. But this time around, it's the Freak and it's Middleton, and the Freak has got the attention of Shaq.
He's the first big man that I've seen average 27-13, right? A couple assists, 6 assists without post moves. So he's a point big man, the new era of basketball for big guys. He's playing at the top of the key, very unconventional, especially for us three. But what I like, he reads the defense very well, and he does
Nice
what he's supposed to do as a big guy. Just take it right to the hole. Everybody's saying, yeah, but he needs to work on the jumper. Forget that. You don't need to do that. You need to do this right here. This is why you're shooting 55, 56% from the field, because even though you're not post moving, you're still doing what big men do. You're taking high percentage shots. And this part right here is playing very smart. Coach Bud has been playing well. You draw the defense, kick it to your teammates. That's why he's averaging 6 assists a game. And again, he's the first big guy that's doing that without doing post moves.
But you're saying he doesn't have to improve that other part of his game?
No,
He'd
he
be
does
unstoppable,
not.
man.
Well, he already is unstoppable.
I mean,
Stop
he'd
it.
be even more unstoppable.
Hey, Greek
You're
freak, don't even work on that jumper.
You're saying he couldn't be a better shooter?
Nope.
That's not going to help his game.
Well,
Don't even work on that
Come
jumper.
on now.
Well, I'm
Dominate.
gonna disagree with that, because if he gets learn how to shoot the basketball, then he'd be unguardable. I mean,
He's unguardable now.
No, he's not unguardable.
First of all, that's just a soft big man talking. When you're the biggest guy there, you take high percentage shot. You do.
I will say he's unguardable.
Yes, he's soft.
I will say he's unguardable now.
Thank
but
you.
I would
Thank
say
you.
later on, if he develops the jump shot when he gets into the latter part of his career, he will still be just as effective.
Okay, I agree with that. But now he don't need to work on that jump. Don't settle. You punish them boys down there. You shoot over a chair. That's how you win. Not shooting jumpers, facing up, shooting little jumpers like a soft big man.
Why he
You're
got
hard,
you like
big
that?
man.
Why you got you?
Because he's soft. You don't know
Oh,
that.
you're like-
Are you just holding your fire
He's
over
holding
here?
it. He's holding
First of all, Chuck, you're a power forward. Don't speak on no big man, okay? Because that's not your category. That's my category, okay?
What
When
a
it comes
power
to big
forwards?
man is me, huh?
What about power forwards or big guys?
No, they're little big guys. They're not big guys. They're little big guys. That's why they're 4 and not the 5. So don't tell me what he needs to do. I know what he needs to do. Thank you very much.
I know you think, Ann Coulter, just because you said stupid stuff don't make it true.
Well, it's true, because I know it's true.
But Giannis is a 4. Giannis isn't a 5.
Well, listen, he's a point. He's a big man.
Right,
he's tall,
whatever.
he's long, he's a point. He's
Whatever.
4 or 5.
The Raptors are the second best team in the Eastern Conference, record-wise, right behind Milwaukee. What have you seen from them tonight that has got you going to the board?
Yeah, because, we don't get to see them much, a lot, because of the north of the border. And
They get TV up there.
Yeah, but we don't get to see them a lot in terms of on TNT. And I think the other thing is we talked about the American Express teammates. We went straight to Giannis and went straight to Middleton. But the teammates here are Lowry right now, and we have our big guy Kawhi Leonard. Oh, I thought you was coming. I thought you was coming. You see, I took that first step. So to me, the difference is here. The ability of these two guys to create off the dribble, but not give up their dribble. They're strong enough, just like Giannis was, to be able to get it. And here's Lowry. So here's a point guard, and I call him the little pit bull right here. So if you're right here and you freeze it here, freeze it. You got Malcolm Brogdon, who's probably one of the strongest guards in the NBA. You got your bigs coming. You have your Giannis on the other side. You have all kinds of physical help. But this does not deter Kyle Lowry. This is why he's an all-star, because he's still able to get in, take the contact, finish over the bigs, and score. And not to be able to give up his dribble, make something out of nothing. So here we got Kawhi Leonard the same way. We got a pick and roll starting. Ibaka comes out to pick. And Middleton does great defense. And all you got this, freeze it here. You got this semi-zone here. You got 5 eyes. You got 10 eyes on this guy, 5 sets of eyes. But he says, no, I'm not giving up my dribble yet. I'm going to create the opportunity because I'm strong enough, I'm big enough, and I'm tall enough to get in the area and score. These two guys, to me, is the reason why we need to show them more.
Leonard, 10 points in the first half, 4 out of 10. Kyle Lowry's got 7. Toronto just 2 for 17 from deep in the first half. And they trail 56-47 to a Milwaukee team that is number 1 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. Oh, come on now. That's not right. Talking about a Hall of Famer over here to my left.
That was funny.
Hey, look at the shot. Look at the hat. Stay puffed.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There he is.
I remember Stay Puft.
I'll bet you do.
At that, Chuck. I ain't laughing at that. That ain't funny.
Stay puffed, man.
Welcome.
Later tonight, Sixers and Warriors. You know, this guy makes it look Steph Curry and the Warriors.
He got that look.
Won 11 in a row.
He got that look on his face.
What is that look?
I got to come here, so I might as well just stomp the Sixers while I'm in the building.
We'll see if he's able to do that later on tonight. Meantime, Brooklyn has lost 15 straight games in San Antonio, and there's a delay because they got bats in San Antonio again.
Where's Ginobili?
Yeah. Remember when Ginobili swatted that one right out of the air?
Yep.
There's my man Theo Pitson.
Yeah.
They got to get these guys off.
D'Angelo Russell said, I want no part of this.
I had a bat.
Everybody chasing down bats with towels and big old nets.
Nope, that's
not going to catch a bird.
That's what happens when you play
there
in
you
the barn.
go. Same thing that you were thinking about. As what David Robinson saying, where's Manu Ginobili when you need him?
Boy, let me tell you something. I really want to say something then. I'm going to let it go.
I got it. I already know what he's going to say.
What?
I'm going to send the video up to you, Jeremy.
No, he said,
Bat out.
I got a bat at home. I was like,
A lot of jokes in there.
I'm being nice tonight.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah.